What would you tell a present 15-year-old kid?
Don't be afraid to let your light shine on the world.
And the next one is, what would you tell your 15-year-old self?
Get your shit together.
What do you wish people stop asking you about in terms of culture or race related things about you? Like when they ask you things.
Hmm. Uh, I'm gonna be completely honest. I've thought about this. I don't really get microaggressive questions. Like I'm an open book, and I'm always willing to have open and engaging conversations with people, even if they ask the most outlandish stuff. Unless it's blatantly racist or malicious. Like I like to think people asking these questions come from a place of really wanting to know, and I usually take that opportunity to teach and educate, and explain why a question they ask can be a microaggression.
And the next question is, what is your favorite food from your culture?
Pho, for sure. I will tell everyone if you have a really bad hangover, pho will save your life. Trust me.
So, what is something that you really want to talk to your parents or family about recently but haven't yet, and why?
Mm. This answer would have been my podcast, but my aunt or my cousin found out about my podcast and told her mom, which is my aunt. My aunt told the rest of my family, so they know I have a podcast. I wasn't intending on telling them anyways. Other than that, um, about recently, honestly, I'll get a little bit. This may I'll get personal, but I will tell them that I'm doing okay. And the reason why I'm saying that is because my parents think I'm extremely sad and lonely because I'm unmarried and still single. So I want to just tell them like I'm totally fine. Like I'm good on my own. Just been really busy. Have not had time for a relationship out there. So I'm okay, mom and dad. I'll be all right.
And the next question is, who is your Asian hero?
uh, Honestly, I would say my sister. She is a wonderful person. I just spent time with her this last weekend down in LA. She's taught me so much. Not like indirectly. I don't think she's ever tried to become like, oh, I'm your big sister. This is how you act in life. But I think as a role model, I learned a lot from her and where she is professionally, personally, and in life. She's happily married, and I love her partner, my sister-in-law, and she has a beautiful house down in LA, has a successful career as a writer and TV. And those are the things that, and she's always supportive of like whatever side projects, even before podcasting, all the little side projects that I've been a part of. She's always like very supportive of it, never looking down or condescending about it. And even more so when I just ultimately decided to be fully into podcasting because it's a creative space. And she's like, how I am about creativity and creative spaces. So I say go for it. Because of that support, she's someone that I constantly look up to. She's 4 years older than me, but she's like the best thing that only person that I could really kind of go to for anything.
That's awesome, man. It's so nice to hear that. And yeah, that's great. I don't know what else to say because I think you're literally the first one that mentioned like a family member or someone that's actually close to rather than like, oh, someone that, created something or something like that. So good on you. And yeah, that's perfect. And the last question that I want to ask you is, what is one piece of media that really helps or helped you in the past with your identity?
Oh, for sure, movies. For sure, movies. That's why I'm doing a movie podcast.
For sure. But what specific movie really helped shape your identity or helped you with it? I know there must be a lot, but can you think one on the top of your head then?
Only recently, and I thought about this, and I did an episode on it. I would say really up there for me is Saving Face by Alice Wu. It's a 2004, 2005 movie, independent movie that she wrote. Her very first movie that she wrote. Alice Wu also wrote and directed the half of it, which is her most recent film. Is on Netflix, and we did an episode on that too. But her first film, Saving Face, is probably something that I really love. And here's the thing: the premise or the plot of the movie is centers around this Chinese American doctor who's uh, got some family drama with her mom, and she's also a closeted lesbian who's like trying to figure out like her true feelings towards this person, her friend and lover, but also working through a lot with her own mom. Why that would really help with my identity, because I'm not a woman nor am I a lesbian, but the experience of the story that um gosh, I'm forgetting her name. Will, the character's name, the main character's name is Will. The experience that Will kind of goes through resembles and reminds me a lot of the similar experience that my sister had to go through when she was coming out to my family. And I was there the whole time, and I just was there to witness, but it felt some of the hurt and pain and the struggles that kind of came along with all that. And on top of that, it was clever writing that still holds up today and just greatly acted. And yeah, there's so many of that, so many elements about that film that resonate with my identity. Saving Face by Alice Wu. Go check it out.